What is poppin', ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy A0 with another take on Zelda. This is something that I think Zelda needs to do for the next game. Now, I'm showing old trailers right here from Tears of the Kingdom, and I'll go across a few of the other Zelda games that's came out the last few years, but I want to talk about the direction I think that Zelda should go. Being someone that's beaten probably every significant Zelda, like the Twilights, the Majoras, the Ocarinas, Ocarina being my favorite of all time, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. I've been through all of them, right? I want to talk about what I feel Nintendo needs to do and where Zelda needs to go. So I love the world of Breath of the Wild. I love the world of Tears. I love the stuff they added in Tears to add on to Breath of the Wild. I love the arm. I love all that stuff. I love the sky world. I love all that. Let me transition over to another trailer. So as I was saying, I've loved Zelda and I've loved this world of Breath and Tears, right? If they were to announce another one and it was in the same world, I wouldn't be mad, but I'd be disappointed. And it's only because I was happy with this being a sequel to Breath of the Wild in a way. But and Tears was my game of the year for 2023. But I think that it's time for a new change in Zelda. And what I mean by new change is going backwards. So I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, this isn't possible, this can't be done. But I'm gonna tell you guys, we're in an era now of remakes, right? Remakes have been big. Do I like all of them? No. Do I support all of them? No. But for the most part, the remakes that do come out, Final Fantasy VII being the greatest example ever, I think that a remake for Ocarina would be masterful. Not only do I think a remake for okay, let me mute my notifications. Hold. So not only do I think that a remake would be good for Ocarina, imagine if we got a formula of Ocarina mixed with Majora, right? Because that was kind of like the format of what they did with Breath of the Wild and Tears. Um, the mask being added, but it was kind of the same world around the same time frame, going back to young Link, and then Twilight was kind of like the adult Link, and it's like let's get it Ocarina of Time remaster with like a bigger horizon, a bigger view, a bigger landscape. I don't want it to be like Breath of the Wild or like Tears. I want the world to be, I don't want to say linear because people are used to the open world, and the creator already said that Breath of the Wild was the formula for what they want to do in the next few years of Zelda. Like this was the new way Zelda was going to be. So to a lot of people, I understand the first thing that's going to pop into your mind is, well, this is Hyrule. Breath of the Wild is Hyrule. You're discovering Hyrule. Not only are you discovering Hyrule, you're getting the sky. Then you're getting the below, like you're getting the depths. All that. And all that is true. But you didn't experience that in the Ocarina world. You didn't experience that with the young Link and an adult Link. You didn't experience that. So what if we got a Zelda game that took from all the ones we love and put it in to a new one? What if we had a young Link, an adult Link, a wolf version of Link? What if we had a water world? What if another half of the world flooded and you gotta explore like Wind Waker on a boat? But you can be young Link, adult Link, or you can do like just something along those lines, right? Because a lot of people are pointing out that, well, there's Clay Link now too, because Link's Awakening, that's Clay Link. So for me, it's just what if they combined like all that into one? Like instead of having to remake each of them, if they just remade a Zelda and gave us the best of all worlds, just like almost like a Zelda collection of everything we love, but in one game of the old ones. So that way they don't have to answer to the question of, you know, I want my linear Zelda back, or I want a closed off Zelda. I don't want this big open world. That way they could just give us all that in one big package and then be like, okay, you guys got that. You guys got Link being able to go young, go old, Link being able to find mask, Link being able to fly on birds, Link being able to get on a boat. You have all that in it, right? Just so we can give a proper closing to what we grew up loving. So it's either that or they say this. We get like a Zelda type direct. Mario just showed us that anything's possible. Mario not only last year said, hey, here's, Mario Wonder, which was a surprise, and it's one of the best 2D Mario games, if not the best one. They gave us that. Then they said, hey, you know what else we'll do for you guys? We're also going to give you Mario RPG. Hey, you know what else we're going to do for you guys? We're also going to give you a Peach game. Hey, you know what else we're going to do for you guys? We're also going to give you Luigi Mansion 2, remastered. Hey, you know what else we're going to do for you guys? We're going to give you Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Hey, you know what else we're going to do for you guys? We're going to give you Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door remake. Like, Zelda needs that treatment. Zelda needs that treatment. Like, they kind of did that a few years ago, where they gave Link's Awakening and all that. But they could easily say, hey. So the game I came up with, I think there's a probably a 1% chance something like that ever happened, right? 1%'s even pushing it. But maybe. But here's what I realistically think can happen. This is the realistic. What I gave you was the never happening, just a fan's dream. But what I see happening is a remastered version of what do you call it? A remastered version of Wind Waker, a remastered version of Twilight. That's it. And that's going to be the filler for this year, because you need a filler for Zelda. That'll be the filler for this year. And maybe we'll be lucky to squeeze in another Clay Link game. What is that? Maybe Link to the Past? That would be awesome. If we got Link to the Past and then 2 other Zelda games, that would be fine. That would literally hold us over for 23 and early 24. We wouldn't need Zelda for a little while. Mario went on a little hiatus. Zelda can go on one. We'll be okay. But I'm telling you guys, like, a lot of people have been asking me, well, do you want them to do this open world? And it's like, I enjoyed this open world now, 2017 and now 2023. It's time for something new. I'm not mad at this world. I just want something new. I want something different. Open world games in general are kind of getting boring. Like a little bit. Like, it's not like they're bad. Like Witcher, started this open world being super amazing and super filled. And games like Breath of the Wild utilized it and did the same thing, But it's getting kind of boring. It's too much. It's sometimes I just want to play a game. I don't want to have to do building and all. I just want to play a game and beat it. It feels good to be able to play a game and beat it. I don't want to have to keep building and doing all that. Sometimes it's just annoying, But my take is, give us a compilation of all our favorite things from Zelda games. Ask the fans, what do y'all love about Zelda? What's y'all favorite Zelda games? Get the polls, get what people like, get the villain, all that stuff. Get all that combined in one. And then say, hey, let's make a game where we get a fixture of all that. Let's get a big stirred pot of everything. Let's throw it all at them in one big major game. And let it revolve around time like Ocarina. Let it have mass like Majora. Let it have a world that's like the regular Hyrule linear open world in Twilight as well. But then have a water part where you have to go do things with water so water can be involved, because that's another world. Give us adult Link. Give us young Link. Give us Epona, where Epona actually was necessary. I mean, these new games, you don't need no Epona. You could just make you... I told you I'm still fighting this cold. But you can make you... Look at this right here. This is the beginning of the game. You can make you a raft. You don't need no opponent no more. But I miss that, man. I miss that. And the biggest thing Zelda's been missing in these 2 big open world games is the music, man. Everyone knows the main theme of... That's not enough. We need an instrument. We need an instrument that does things. We need something that can make things change. Things that can change time. Things that can change the weather. We need that. We need temples back. I fell for it in tears. I thought, these, new temples they were going to do were going to be like the old ones. But first off, they were kiddie. They the four things you had to do in this one, I don't want to spoil, but they were kiddie. It was cool. I loved it. The idea was great. It felt like doing temples, but it wasn't temples. It was easy. I think the Deku tree was harder than all 4 of the little dungeons they had in this. The Deku tree was harder. It's too kiddish, man. Like, give us our dungeons, give us our temples back. That's what we want. That's what we want. And Tears, I can imagine if there was a temple underground called the Temple of I can't even say nothing because spoilers, but there is one. But it's you'll get what I'm saying. You'll get what I'm saying. It's I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't beat Tears, but I don't know. I just wanted to go back to its linear roots. I missed that in Zelda. But the biggest question is how do you do that? And I think their only answer is going to be remastering um the ones that people want. Skyward. I mean not Skyward. Wind Waker and Twilight. That's what people want. So I see that happening, but I would love a combination of all the Zeldas. I think it would be awesome to get the original Zelda's ideas all in one, but make the game based off Ocarina. So if it was like Ocarina of Time, but you know, I don't know. But that's how I feel on Zelda. Let me know what you guys think about it. I love Tears. I love Breath of the Wild. But Ocarina, Majora, and all the old ones, they just had something special. They had something special in them. And Tears and Breath do too. But it's getting kind of... The open world games are getting kind of... They're not the same as they were before because it gets to be too much. Way too much. But thank you guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Share. And I'll be back. And if you guys want a part 2 and talk about some more Zelda, we can do that. But I will check y'all. Peace. Have a blessed day. Always remember, lean not to thine own understanding. In Jesus' name, amen. Peace.